When someone is angry at you for setting a healthy boundary, their anger is a sign that you needed that boundary. A narcissist is all about control, and they want to control you. One of the ways they do this is by taking you away from who you are and leaving you an empty shell of your former self. They use plenty of manipulative methods to do this, and one of those is stripping you of all your boundaries, all your values and beliefs, to make you guarded, cautious, doubt yourself, defensive, leaving you with things such as anxiety and CPTSD. As a narcissist is taking away your self-respect and dignity by breaking down your boundaries, leaving you vulnerable so they get their needs met and you no longer know what your needs are. A narcissist doesn't have respect for other people's beliefs or boundaries. They just seek control. They want you to ignore who you are and serve who they are without you even realizing what's happening to you. This video is all about how narcissists take down your boundaries and methods to get your boundaries back. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. The narcissist manipulation starts from the moment you meet them. They want to break down your boundaries, to steal your self-respect, your dignity, your self-esteem, and who you are as a person. If you dare to question them about anything they say to you on those first few dates, most narcissists will walk away. However, as you believe people to be genuine, to be kind, to be honest, to be coming from the place that you're coming from, the intentions you're coming from, that there's no evidence that the narcissist is a con artist, a manipulator, and a liar when you meet them. And they've got their admiration face on. They like all your likes. They treat you so well. They mirror you. They future fake with you. They flatter you. You end up believing you've met the one. A narcissist will message you, want to spend time with you, and they want to do all the things that you love to do. Once they have you, even in those first few weeks of dating, they start taking down your boundaries one by one. They'll start asking you things that most people wouldn't even ask someone they barely knew. If you tell them the not so big secrets, yet still personal to you, they'll slowly push you for more. They might tell you stories about how they've been mistreated, making themselves look vulnerable and opening up your empathy, feeling like they understand you so that you can connect with them. You can relate to each other. You open up to them, telling them things that's happened to you. Now, it's good at the beginning of any new relationship to be honest and to be open with each other. As we all know all too well, it's not pleasant finding out things years down the line, which causes us pain. Some people who haven't healed from past traumatic experiences can open up and share them. Genuine people can connect through their vulnerabilities with other genuine people, whatever those vulnerabilities are. Still, we have to be able to accept them within ourselves first so that people cannot use them against us. We all have weaknesses. If you are not ready to open up to others about certain things, don't. You can let someone know that you've had something happen and you can relate, but you don't have to tell them the full story. You can let them know you want to leave it in the past or that you just don't want to talk about it. If they are there for you, they'll accept this. Some might push you as they're genuinely interested and want to know you better, but they would back off and wait until you're ready. A narcissist will either disappear on you or they will find subtle ways or obvious ways to keep pushing you. Physically, a narcissist will step over the mark in any way they can. They will rush you when you're not truly ready. They might touch you in ways that make you feel uncomfortable to see if they can push you into their world of control. If something feels uncomfortable to you and you tell them, a genuine person who's overstepped the mark without realizing it would back off and wait. A narcissist will either keep pushing their luck to see if they can break down your boundaries or disappear on you. They will accuse you of things to get to you to break down your boundaries to serve them. Now, if you're ready and genuinely feel comfortable going with the flow, that's okay. But learn to listen to yourself and how you feel. If they are moving way too fast, or if it feels inappropriate to tell them, then you don't want to be with somebody that you cannot communicate your feelings with. Genuine people will respect you for your communication. Narcissists will feed you some subtle lies about themselves or others in the beginning to see how much you buy into their lies, how much you buy into their trap. If you question them, they might change the subject or tell you more things that just don't seem to add up, exaggerating their life experiences. On first dates, most of us want to put out our best side, but genuine people don't outright lie. Narcissists also lie to see if you're agreeable or passive, to see if you'll happily accept their viewpoint or whether you'll challenge them. A narcissist is drip feeding you lies to see how much they can get away with and what you will accept from others. Narcissists often declare love and soulmate status very fast into the relationship so that they can learn all your weaknesses, so you open up faster. They can learn everything from your past that's given you insecurities in your present, and they can find those you've not healed from so that they can use those against you in the future. They want to know what troubles you have and what fears you have, what makes you angry, what makes you sad, so they can use these against you to bait you, to provoke you in the future for many manipulative reasons. And one is so they can use them against you to break down your boundaries. Remember to only open up with new people when you're ready. Listen to your instincts. They are right. If you don't want to talk about things, don't. As the relationship progresses with a narcissist and they have you hooked, they will manipulate to take down all your boundaries one by one. Narcissists want control. They might do this by making you angry, so you back down because you feel guilty. They might threaten in obvious ways, the overt "I'll tell," or the subtle ways, the covert. What do you think your family would think if they knew? Triangulating, using others against you, so you fear others finding out things about you that you're not ready for others to know, plus countless other threats. So you give in to the narcissist demands. If you have children and they know the children are your most significant weakness and what you'll defend the most, they will find ways to get to you through those children, tormenting them in subtle ways just to get reactions from you, or making the atmosphere that bad that the children want to live with the other parent. The narcissist will drop obvious or subtle hints. They will provoke you to get reactions from you so they can blame everything on you. They might threaten you about your reactions or blame shift over to you. So you do what you can to make it up to the narcissist while they lap up the attention. A narcissist will disappear on you, or the present silent treatment, where they stay around yet they will not talk, or they just sulk like a toddler not getting their own way in an adult's body, which is usually so you find a way to break the conflict, cheer them up, restore peace. That way is often you losing yet another boundary. More and more of who you are slowly lost. Then the narcissist might play nice for a while to confirm in your mind that the problem within the relationship was because of you. The problems are not you. A narcissist is responsible for their own actions. While being manipulated, you are not genuinely awake or accountable for yours. When you cannot see, you do not know. And when a narcissist comes along, they're going to take your power and control away from your ability to be able to see what's actually happening to you so they can control you. Some narcissists will beg or plead or pity play, so you feel sorry for them and give in, or they'll triangulate you, let you know how someone else would do something for them, or a friend of yours or a friend of theirs has done something, or the ones where they tell you that the crazy ex would have done it for them, leaving you doubting your abilities to sustain a healthy relationship, or put fear into you that you might lose them, even though they left the crazy ex that would do it for them anyway. Slowly over time, a narcissist will have you walking on eggshells and jumping to every demand, losing all your boundaries for fear of reactions from them. There might be that one boundary they try, which is your wake-up call, and you just leave for good. This can be after many years of being with them. Then, as you spend more time away from the narcissist, the fog lifts and you start to see everything you've been through. Everyone's boundaries are unique to themselves. It's learning your own, what behaviour you will and will not accept from others, what your values and beliefs are. And it's also the other person you're dealing with. So if you loan someone money and they never pay it back, that doesn't mean you don't ever loan money again. It means you wouldn't loan it to that person again. Do what's right for you and who you are as a person. If all someone is willing to do is take, it's time to stop giving. If you're still dealing with a narcissist from your past, remember you need to set solid boundaries. Remember they're not going to change into who they sold themselves to be. They are who they are. Accept that they are no good for your inner happiness. You cannot help them. You cannot change them back into who they sold themselves to be. For your own sanity, no contact is always best. If this isn't possible due to children, avoid them as much as possible. Limited contact and grey rock. When you set boundaries, remember a narcissist is all about control and dominance. They feel entitled and they are incredibly stubborn, and most will up their games to take back control, so stay safe. Setting boundaries isn't about changing them, it's about setting yourself free, learning now you have the knowledge of who they are and what they do, as it's incredibly hard when you've not got the understanding not to be taken down by these people, as most of us know all too well. When we do know what they are and what they do, it's all about learning to manage ourselves around them. Learning who we want to be, learning our beliefs, our values, our standards, only accepting behaviour from others that we'd give to others, and no longer accepting behaviour that doesn't match who we are as a person, with good intentions, hopefully allowed to be who we want to be, raising our standards yet lowering our expectations of others so we don't get angry or frustrated when they seek to hurt us. Setting boundaries is hard, especially if you've never thought about them in your past. If you've always put other people's needs before your own, boundaries that are healthy will work for you. They will help you say no to things that don't suit you. It will also help you stop attracting narcissistic or manipulative people in the future. So if you're still dealing with a narcissist or not, you need to learn your values, learn your beliefs, create your boundaries to protect them, and stop letting others cross them. Healthy boundaries are a way to show others how to treat you or how you expect to be treated, and what you'll not accept from other people. It takes great courage and strength to start setting boundaries, especially if you've never done so in the past. And at first, you might not notice one has been crossed until someone does something, and then you feel hurt or angry. Even if you're more aware of what boundaries are now, with everything in life, it's a learning curve. We are individuals. You might fear speaking up to the person who crossed the boundary. You might not want to upset them. You might not want to lose them. You might fear confrontation when you do speak to them. This is when you just have to try and keep your emotions out of it. Stick to the facts and don't let people take you off topic. Remain calm. If they are not accepting of who you are, they are not the people for you. Genuine people might not even know they'd crossed a boundary. You might have a laugh together. You might cry together. You will, however, sort it out with genuine people. You cannot control how others react. You can control what you do about their response. So if you tell someone something once and they're not prepared to listen, that might be time to step away or at least distance yourself from that person. Setting boundaries isn't about winning or losing. It's about mutual respect for each other. You respect other people should respect yours. If the other person crosses a boundary or keeps trying to and takes no responsibility towards their own actions, that's a big red flag. We are all responsible for our own actions. When someone cannot take responsibility for their own personal actions or how they've treated you, they have no respect for you. With a narcissist, you will encounter resistance from them. Just because you have learned your boundaries, they are not going to change who they are. Stay true to yourself. Remain calm. Stand your ground. You are worth it. Leave them to it. Don't dwell on the what ifs. Go back to focusing on your life. You have to let go of the belief it could have been different and accept it for what it is. You don't need others' approval. You only need your own. So long as your intentions are good, it doesn't matter what others think. Being a people pleaser often ends up with you surrounded by the wrong kinds of people who take advantage of your kind nature. Being true to who you are first, then being kind to others, you'll surround yourself with like-minded people. We are human. Not everyone likes everyone. Find those who want you for you, respect you and like them for them. People who can see perspectives, other people's opinions, other people's points of view, people who don't go around tearing everyone else down. Boundaries with a narcissist. Don't take the bait. Do all you can to avoid communication with them. If they're coming at you, retreat, rethink, and then only respond if you need to do so. Retreating means you don't act out in the moment. A quick rethink. Do I need to respond? Is it better left unsaid? Then if you have to respond, remove emotions. Make it simple. Stick to logic and facts. If they're saying you're crazy, no need to acknowledge that it's their opinion, not yours. Don't get drawn into that. That's what they want. They want to draw you in. They want to get you going. They want to win. Leave them to it. If they're saying you cannot have the children Friday, just a simple okay or thank you for letting me know, they're most likely doing things to provoke you and get reactions. Be warned. When they see a change in you, they might up their games. As soon as you back down, the cycle starts again. Instead, don't back down. Ride out the storm. It will pass. You will learn how much easier life is that way. Recognise the games so you know what they're going to try and pull before they even pull it. Don't give them any bait. Don't share things about your personal life or your plans. They will want to try to use these against you as leverage to bring you down. Leave them out in the cold as they have done you. There is a difference. They did it for reactions. You're doing it for inner peace. Clearly communicate with them, primarily about children. Just state your point short, sweet and simple. If you are saying no to yourself by saying yes to someone else, you need to say no to them and yes to you to become happier within you. Remember, their responses are purely to break down your boundaries and break you down. Don't let them upset you. For a moment, as you're learning, it will, but learn the coping strategies to quickly shift your thoughts and look for the good within your life to find your happiness. Be prepared. The narcissist might go quiet. Then they might come at you again. Use those quiet times to really work on your inner self. When a narcissist comes back to get at you again, you'll be stronger and wiser. Stick to your boundaries, whatever yours are for you. Your no needs to mean no, and you need to stick to your no. I shall add in the video description the video that explains more on values and beliefs and why boundaries don't work around narcissistic people, why you have to protect your inner peace, why you have to use your boundaries but stay safe. If anyone has any thoughts on the video or anything they found that helped them, please add them into the comments, as you never know who's reading through that it might help. If you're looking for more support, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is in the description if you'd like to take a look at that. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.